What's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear video games? Chances are it's playing them. There is, however, much more to the world of video games, including an industry that rivals that of Hollywood's film industry. So how are these games made? The University of Western Ontario offers many courses that look at different aspects of video games than just the gameplay one. Professor Jennifer Martin teaches one of these courses. She wants students to come away being able to look at video games from different angles, such as their impact on many different industries.
We talk a lot about the impact on the industry. I mean, currently video games are actually, by some measures at least, bigger than Hollywood in terms of, bigger than Hollywood films actually, in terms of how much of an impact they've had on the industry. And they have so much effect on sort of other side industries as well. We tend to think about the video games industry as being really monolithic, but there's a lot of other sort of industries that feed into it. It has an impact certainly on sort of technical industries that would include things like developing computers and consoles, IT industry, and also more targeted things. So certainly the software industry comes into that, but there are also very strong links with things like the military-industrial complex, many other things that go into it as well.
Julian Uzielli is one of Jenn's students. Although he does enjoy playing video games, he also can appreciate the other aspects of them that many people don't think about.
People aren't playing video games just because they want to win the video game. They're not playing it to get the most number of points. That's maybe part of it, but you know, when you're looking at a game like, say, the Mass Effect series is a big role-playing game series out right now. Those games, you can play them for dozens and dozens of hours and not even win if you don't. You could just stop playing, but there's so much to experience in the game universe, just to explore, and it literally is a universe. You can, in this game, you can fly across the universe, or the galaxy rather, and there's all kinds of things to see. And every single part of that video game has been designed by graphic artists and concept artists and people who thought very carefully about the costumes and the settings and all that.
There are millions and millions of gamers worldwide, and they all want the same thing: a good game to play. But good games don't just happen. It takes a team of dedicated people to make them. While professors like Jenn Martin can teach students how to view video games from all different angles, it takes a passionate gamer to make great games. Amanda Wilson is a computer science student at the University of Western Ontario and is minoring in video game development. She's also a former Major League gamer. She says passion in all aspects of video games is key to making great games.
One big thing I learned about playing competitive video games, about the industry, is that people that play competitive games usually go on to either do promotions for games or they work closely for game testing, things like that. But big thing that I found is that people that are passionate about video games are also passionate about making video games, and they're really good at it because they know what it takes to make a good level, and they know what it takes to make the player feel completely immersed in the game. And I feel like that's a really big part of it, because no one wants to just play a game. There's a million of games out there. People want to play a good game. So people that are in the industry definitely know what that is.
When it comes to video games, there's much more to it than just killing things and solving puzzles. In fact, there's an entire industry out there waiting for new young professionals. With courses like Professor Martin's and young developers like Amanda, there's no telling how far this industry will expand. Reporting on the video game world, I'm Cam Parks, Stellar News.